A very pleasant morning, students. We are going to the learn about Unit 1, Session 3, Travelers and Travelogues. In last class, we learned secular literature. Today, we are going to learn Traveler and Travelogues. So, students, listen the class carefully. Don't skip the class. Okay. What is traveler mean? A traveler means a person who is traveling or who often travels. Next one. What is meant by travelogues? A piece of writing about travel is also called a travelogue. Some example of travelers and travelogues. Marco Polo, a Venetian traveler, visited when the Pandya kingdom was becoming the leading Tamil power in the 13th century. Marco Polo was twice in Kayal, which was a port city, presently Thoothukudi district of Tamil Nadu. It was full of ships from Arabia and China. Marco Polo tells us that he himself came by a ship from China. According to Marco Polo, thousands of horses were imported into southern India by sea from Arabia and Persia. Al-Biruni, 11th century, accompanied Muhammad Ghazini in one of his campaigns and stayed in India for 10 years. The most accurate account of Muhammad Somnath expedition is that of Al-Biruni. As learned man and a scholar, he travelled all over India, trying to understand India and her people. He learned Sanskrit and studied the philosophy of India. In this book, The High Hint, Al-Biruni discussed the Indian conditions, system of knowledge, social norms and religion. Next one, Ibn Battuta, 14th century, an Arab born Margo scholar, travelled from Margo rights across North Africa to Egypt and then to Central Asia and India. His travelogue, The Travels, contains rich details about the people and the countries he visited. According to him, Egypt was rich then because of the whole of Indian trade with the West passed through it. Ibn Battuta tells us of caste in India and the practice of sari. We learn from him that Indian merchants were carrying on a brisk trade in foreign ports and Indian ships in the seas. He describes the city of Delhi, a vast and magnificent city. Those were the days when Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq transformed his capital from Delhi to Daulabad in the south, converting this city into a desert. In the south, Vijayanagar had many foreign visitors who left behind the detailed accounts of the state. An Italian named Niccolo Conti came in 1420. Abdur Rashad came from Herat, the court of Great Khan in Central Asia, in 1443. Domingo Pace Portuguese traveler visited the city in 1522. All of them record the observation, which are very useful for us today to know the glory of the Vijayanagar Empire. Let's see a brief note about Marco Polo. Marco Polo was Italian merchant, explorer and writer who traveled through Asia along the Silk Road between 1271 and 1295. His travels are recorded in the Travel of Marco Polo, also known as Book of the Marvels of the World and Second Millennium, c. 1300, a book described to Europeans the mysteries, culture and inner working of the Eastern world, including the wealth and great size of the Mongol Empire and the China in the Yuan dynasty, giving the first comprehensive look into China, Persia, India, Japan and other Asian cities and countries. An authoritative version of Marco Polo book cannot exceed for the yearly manuscript of differ significantly, and the reconstruction of original text is a matter of textual criticism. A total of about 150 copies in various languages are known to exist. Before availability of printing press, errors were frequently made during copying and translating, so there are many differences between the various copies. Polo related his memories orally. Ruscello da Pisa, while both were prisoners of the Genoa Republic, the Ruscello wrote created a handbook for merchants, essentially a text on weights, measures and distance. Now let's see about Al-Biruni. Popularly known as Al-Biruni, who was born in Haifa region and one of the jewel of Muhammad courts. He was a renowned philosopher, a mathematician and historian. He came in contact with Muhammad when he had invaded Kaiwa and he was presented before him as prisoner. He came to India with Muhammad and lived here for many years. The Indian culture attracted him and he learned Sanskrit. He studied Indian philosophy. He toured a large portion of India and studied the socio-economic condition of this land. In his book Tawhid-i-Hind, he described the social, political, religious and economic condition of the India. Here we are giving the Al-Biruni description of India to understand the social, political, economical situation of that era. Next, Ibn Battuta. The Ibn Battuta, over his lifetime, Ibn Battuta travelled over around 40% day countries. In the following list, the romanization used by Kieft and Buckingham is given in the parentheses. The state are modern within each section. That towns are listed in the order that they are first mentioned in Ibn Battuta. Historians such as Hamilton, Kieft and Rosden have argued that some parts of Ibn Battuta are fictional and it is extremely unlikely that he visited all the places that he claimed. Okay, student, let's wind up the class. See you. The new topic